Hey, this is Terry, and you're listening to episode 273.
Welcome to TerryWilson3.com.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Get ready to discover, develop, and monetize your skills and talents with Terry Wilson.
Thank you, Christopher B. This is Terry Wilson with TerryWilson3.com. Thank you so much for checking us out and tuning in today, giving us the opportunity to give you information, inspiration, motivation, and hopefully take your money, your business, and your life to the next level. If we can do anything in these podcasts and these webinars and our blogs to encourage you and to get you to understand one thing, you are worth more. You can do more. You can experience more. You can enjoy more. And yes, you can earn more if you have the tools, training, and technology that it takes and the mindset that will allow you to get there. And that's what I want to talk to you today about, actually, is a mindset for success and achievement. There's a lot of negativity going on in the world. You can't turn on social media. You can't turn on the news. You can't listen to radio anymore without understanding that someone somewhere is ticked off about something. Everyone has got a case of a grievance. Everyone has got a reason, a rationale why they have been victimized by life. Now, let me explain something. If you've had bad things happen to you, I understand. Listen, I know what it's like to get knocked down, to be drug around, to be taken advantage of, I don't know every problem that you could ever go through. I'm not going to even say that, but I'm telling you, I've been around long enough. I know enough people. I've talked to enough people. I've been in ministry long enough to understand that bad things, some horrible things can happen to some really good people. Life is not fair. No one gets out of it alive, but I'm going to tell you something, and hear me now or feel me later. If you allow the things of this world and the things of this life that are hurtful, that are painful, that are discouraging, if you allow them to define you rather than refine you, then you're stuck. You're going nowhere. Listen, we've all been lied to. We've all been hurt. We've all been taken advantage of. We've all had things that did not work out the way we wanted. The question is, how do you respond? You can't control what life is going to give you. You cannot control, your lot in life, who you were born to, what side of the tracks you were born on, the color of your skin, the gender. Even though it's popular nowadays to think you can change that, you can't. You are who you are. You were born the way you were born. You came in this world with what you got. The question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're going to allow things to define you? Are you going to decide in your heart of hearts, enough is enough? Things aren't going to define me. They're going to refine me. Now listen, we've all had things happen, but I'm telling you, you can go as far as you want. You can experience as much as you want. You can enjoy, you can earn as much as you want. It all starts right here. I'm telling you, mindset has more to do than skill set ever will. I heard a preacher once say that your talent will take you further than your skill set will keep you. Your talent will take you further than your character will keep you. That's the saying I'm trying to get out. The question is, if you've got skill sets, and that's what we work with at TW3, we want to give you the tools, the training, the technology to be successful in any business, in any industry, in anything you want to do in life. We want to give you that. And we also want to come alongside you and coach you, train you, and encourage you, inspire you, to inform you, to motivate you, to have the mindset that not only will the tools get you there, but the mindset will keep you there. It takes both. I've spent the first 5 years in this business just concentrating on tools for people, giving them the tools, giving them the way. And I'd have agents come to me, sales professionals, people that wanted to be entrepreneurs that just started at every level. And everybody's complaint was the same. I just don't have enough. If I had enough people to talk to, I would be a millionaire because I can sell. We solve the problem for them. We give them unlimited leads, ways that they can, with the push of a button, talk to as many people as they want. And then all of a sudden, their conversion rates go down. And all of a sudden, the business that they're writing, the quality is not as strong as it could be. Why? Because the tools will get you the people. It'll get you, the tools will get you everything you need to be successful. But it's that mindset that ramps up the conversions, that keeps the business sustainable, that keeps quality business and attracts the quality business, that creates, a perpetual level of success in your business. It's the mind. I'm telling you, your mindset has a lot to do with how far and what you are going to experience in both professional and in your personal life. Now, I know this might sound very philosophical today, and I know some of you are tuning out right now. Terry, just show me how to, generate more business. We're going to show you that, and we've got tools and we've got webinars and training that will show you step by step. But I'm telling you, you've got to spend time on every day challenging yourself. Why do I believe what I believe? Why do I think the way I think? I'm telling you, the best $200 you'll ever spend is going to terrywilson3.com/coaching and allowing one of our agents administer the MBTI, the Myers-Briggs instrument, tracking instrument, and show you exactly why you think the way you think. When people talk to you, what do you actually hear? It's amazing. The conversation goes both ways. We always speak the way we hear. If I'm an intuitive person and I want to hear the big picture, I want to don't give me the trifling minutiae, as I like to say, but just give me the give me the large picture. Then I speak in large pictures. But if I'm talking to people with an engineering and accounting background that are very systematic thinkers, they're sensory thinkers. I want hard data. I want empirical information. I don't want philosophical information. They're going to get worn out by the way I talk if I don't start bringing in some detailed information. That's why when you hear me do these presentations, I first talk about you can have unlimited leads. You can earn $400 to $1,200 a day. You can make as much money as you want, but let me show you how that's possible. If you use the sales funnel in the way we show you to use it, statistically 1 out of 25 will make a purchase right then. 4 out of 25 will drip on later. 20 out of 25 are not right for you, and we'll show you how to monetize those leads and sell them off to someone else. See, that's that empirical data that, your sensory people want to hear. And your intuitive people want to hear, hey, you can have as many leads coming in as often as you want. We're going to show you how to monetize them all. We're going to show you how you can be working on the beach whenever you want, go on vacation as long as you want, wherever you are, as long as you got your cell phone and a tablet, you're in business. That's what the big picture want to hear. But you got to be able to speak to both. You got to be able to hear and understand both. It takes both kinds. But I'm going to tell you, your mind, the way you think about yourself, the way you think about life, the way you judge other people is going to have a profound impact on your level of success. I had 2 voicemails that came through this week. As all of you know, Texas is just getting flooded. There's just a lot of stuff going on in Texas right now. When we pray for Texas, I've got several reps in Texas. I have tons of clients. Back when I was in insurance, I wrote so much business in Texas, it's not even funny. I think I wrote about half the real estate agents in Texas bought health insurance from me. It felt like anyway. But I had a voicemail and I want to play it from one of our reps that lives down in Beaumont, and her home is fine, she says, but she can't get to her home right now because the roads are flooded out, and they had to evacuate that area where she lives. She lives near Beaumont or somewhere around there. I don't know exactly. She called me, and then the voicemail right after hers was of another gentleman that called in, and he was griping and complaining. He's not a client of mine, but apparently he's been on my website, and he's talked to some of my reps, and I want you to hear the attitude difference of both. I want to break them apart for you for just a second. And I want to encourage you when we leave that you can go as far as you want, but you have got to work on the way you think and your attitude. Zig Ziglar says this, and your attitude will determine your altitude. And I know it sounds like pie in the sky. It sounds like philosophical, good feeling, willy-nilly stuff, but it's true. It is pragmatically true. It's biologically, theologically, psychologically sound advice. Change your attitude. Change the way you think. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. Listen to these 2 voicemails, and let's break them down and talk about them for just a second before we get out of here.
Yes, hello, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. My number is, please put me on your do not call list. I have already taken a look at your program, and I'm not interested in it. Okay, I already listened to the whole spiel that whatever his name was that gave it, Terry Wilson, I think, but whatever, it doesn't matter. And it kept saying there's no cost to get involved, and yet obviously the option to make the most money does require a cost to get involved. So that's kind of a bait and switch. It's misleading. I'm not interested. So this gentleman by the name of called me earlier, and I didn't realize this was connected with the other program that I already said I listened to the other night on this webinar, if you would call it that. And so if somebody would please let that he doesn't need to call me back. And so to spare him the time and effort to call me back, and put my number on the do not call list. Thank you very much for your offer, but it's not for me, and I'm not going to explain why in any depth, okay?
Oh, let's cut that off real quick. So he basically takes... he took 3 minutes to explain that he's not going to explain. But I want to break down, he is an unemployed expert. He is a unutilized and broke millionaire. And what I mean by that, he's got the swagger of Bill Gates, but he's got the checkbook of a homeless person. And the reason I know that is because I can look at the channel he came through. You see, folks, he missed all kinds of things in seeing what we could do for him. Number one, we do have a way that he could start, and it doesn't cost anything. You can join TW3 tomorrow for free, have a product to resell. We even give you a tool to generate leads. You do have to cold call. These are cold leads, but we show you how to target them with a system that we use. We give you the scripts. We give you everything, and he can start tomorrow for free. Okay. We also offer ways that you can start earning hourly and salary income. If you're unemployed and entrepreneurial adventures and risk is not wise for you right now, we can put you in a track there. So this guy is either unemployed or underemployed, but he's talked to several people, been here several times, and went back and looked. And the only way he's getting here is he's searching job boards. He's searching keyword searches like work from home opportunities. He's looking for, and so he's constantly seeing some of our advertisements. Now, here's the deal. He wants to have the investment of the drive-through person at McDonald's, but he wants the income of the owner of McDonald's. It doesn't work that way. You see, that's a mindset that is just going to perpetually bring stress, frustration, and discouragement. There is no way that Daddy Warbucks is not out there, guys. There's nobody out there that's just ready to write you $50,000 a month in income for you to sit home, play on the computer, watch TV, talk on the phone a little bit, and who cares about the results? If you're going to make anything out of life, if you're going to make any real income, then it's going to be directly tied to what you produce, your results. There is no one that's just going to give you a high salary. Now, if you've got a degree, you're educated in a certain field, then yes. If you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're an engineer, you have some sort of computer science degree, you could probably, but listen, you didn't get there for free. You got educated there somehow. You had to pay a tuition somewhere. So that didn't come for free. So anybody walking in off the street that doesn't have a degree that expects to make a high income, which we can offer, they're going to do it one or two ways. They're either going to invest sweat equity and start and just, use our system, build it up, get some cash flow so that they can reinvest back into having their own platform so they don't have to work as hard, and then they make the higher income, or they're going to take a risk and put a financial amount down. But this guy, if you listen to his mindset, listen to his attitude, he's wanting to explain to people the problems, and he sent some emails, so I'm conflating some of his emails with his voicemail, but he's trying to give advice on how businesses should run when he's unemployed. It doesn't work that way. That's a mindset. So listen, I know what it's like to be an expert in a certain field and be employed for 15 years and really know a lot. And then all of a sudden, because of a market shift, because of an economic downside, I've been thrown on my butt and it's like starting all over. And this is where this guy's at when you break it right down. He's frustrated. His skill sets, his abilities that he once had is no longer relevant and needed. And he's having a hard time finding a way to get connected back in the marketplace, in the job market. I get it, but you can either bitch, moan, and whine about it, or you can do something about it. And that's just the reality. Now, here you've got this guy that is in Vegas right now. Weather is perfect, living comfortably right now, not being challenged by anything going on other than he just needs a better gig, because he does have a job. It's just he doesn't like doing the 9 to 5. He doesn't like the income he's at right now. He's made more in the past. He's not there now. He's wanting a way to get back, and he's scoffing at the very opportunities that are being afforded to him that he keeps running into. And that's fine. To be honest with you, I don't want him in our business right now with that mindset. Because all he's going to do is get frustrated with us, because we have a very low tolerance for a bunch of, whining. I mean, honestly. So, he's probably not a fit for us right now. We have a cliche that a lot of my members, they get used to real quick. And I tell them, when you're talking to people, when you're working with people, you need to figure out, do they need to be pitched or do they need to be ditched? And we can show you how to help them by ditching them over. And we say that in a funny way. But what it means is, hey, go over here, do your hourly, your salary thing. We'll help you get on board, because that's where you need to be right now. And then later on, through that process and through that building up an income, they can come back and reinvest or have the time to start building their own entrepreneurial dreams, because it don't have to be just a dream. It can be a reality. I want to play another voicemail that came in right after his. Now, this lady, in true fairness, you'll hear me playing voicemails all the time of people just joining in 5-10 days. She's been with me for 2 years, okay? She's she's not our top rep, but she's probably in the top, I would say 10 percentile. And she's down in Texas right now, and she's having to dodge flood. She can't even stay in her own home right now, not because it's flooded. She just can't get to it. And the area that it's in, they want it evacuated right now. And here's a voicemail she leaves, because she was responding to a call that I sent her, just checking on her, make sure she's okay. I send out texts. I send out, a lot of my reps that are down there know that they've gotten a text from me or a voicemail or something. Just want to make sure they're okay. Here's what she had to say.
Hi, Terry. This is Tracy down in Beaumont, just returning your call. Just wanted to let you know, and everyone at TW3, we are doing okay. We're unable to get to our home right now because the roads to our home are flooded out and we had to evacuate. Our home is fine though, and so are we. As you know, I had 3 new ELT clients on board this past week too. You gotta love a work environment that allows you to dodge flooding and make money at the same time. Oh well, tell Reagan and the guys in support thank you for me, and I hope to be on the next live podcast next week sometime. Bye.
Now, that's Tracy. In the last week, $3,600 while she's trying to figure out where to live right now, just to get away from this mess that's going on down in Texas with Hurricane Harvey. If you'll go back and listen to my podcast, I forget the gentleman's name right now, but the hurricane that came through Florida last fall, he made $4,000, and he had just started. What are the differences between her and the guy last year and the guy just left a voicemail? It's mindset. Now, we might not be the right thing for him. I don't want to recruit him if this is not the right business for him, but I do want to encourage anybody out there, and this might not be the right business for you, okay? So look at everything, prayerfully consider everything and do due diligence. Check it out. But let me encourage you that a mindset that is all about, me, all about, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do this. And you have to, his attitude and his mind about the way business works, and he was given something for free. And we even made an offer to where he could get started even as a trainer. It would have to be financed. But see, he's expecting, he's demanding this income up here, but he's not offering anyway. How is he supposed to get the leads? How is he supposed to train people on a system he don't own himself? You see, that mindset is preventing him. And if he don't want to be a trainer, so don't be a trainer. Just be a sales rep. Make the commission. Let someone else train them. You're not going to make the full commission because someone's got to train your clients because you're not around to train them. But at least you could start for free. But no, he wants the whole pie. He just don't want to invest to get there. I'm telling you, these mindsets that are in, I told someone on a training last night, or I told our group, but was on a training last night, the stupid gene is prevalent, and there's a lot of carriers out there right now, and people are getting infected because they continue to run into them everywhere. Put down the picket sign, stop the protesting, pick up a phone, start calling, bring value to someone else, and make a living for yourself, because no one's going to give it to you. No one. Daddy Warbucks is not out there, guys. For you guys, it just, I'm sorry that people have lied to you. I'm sorry that someone has told you that you can just be whatever and someone owes you. This doesn't work that way. I don't care what politicians, I don't care what pundit, I don't care what pontificate said. Reality says you get what you give. If you give value, you will get value. But you've got to give before you get. There is no such thing as you getting before you give. And his mindset was, I want you to give me all of this. I want it, but I'm not going, I want to get all this, but I'm not giving anything. I'm not investing in any of it, which is fine. You don't have to. But if you want to get this much, there has to be a seed planted first. That's just the laws of the universe. You cannot harvest. You cannot harvest on something you never sown. And so if you're in a coaching space, if you're in a consulting space, if you are new to TW3, or if you're new to business in general, you're going to run into this mindset. I want to tell you right now, don't get discouraged. It's not a reflection on you. It's not a reflection on your business. As long as you've got a good business, it's got a great product, it offers a value, it's giving service to people, you need to just dust your sandals off and walk on to the next town. Because there are some people, as my grandfather used to say, is just stuck on stupid. And that's not a derogatory comment toward them, but it is an explanation of their mindset that they chose to continue to exhibit, have, and entertain. I'm telling you, you can go as far as you want. You can be as much as you want. You can have whatever you want, but it starts with mind. Till next time, this is Terry Wilson with TerryWilson3.com.
Hey, remember, if you want to go to the next level, you have to grow to the next level. And that's why I want to give you a free copy of my new book, You Are Worth More. Go to TerryWilson3.com/worthmore now. Thank you for listening to our show today at TerryWilson3.com. If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at TerryWilson3.com or call 800-673-1728.
Man, it's a great system here. This is good stuff here. I wish I found this company 10 years ago.